Hey YouTube, Repo Man 64. Ah, we all ready to go home? This is getting exciting. There's so much stuff going on right now. Volcanoes, earthquakes. I saw this today on Facebook. I can't remember who posted it, but apparently the airstrike is close to. They're ready to strike Damascus, which to me that's a huge sign, very big sign. So I'm just sitting here driving, thinking, way too much thinking. And how do you know you're a bride? How do you know that? I was just sitting there thinking, how do you know for sure that you're a bride? And I think it's because the bride spends the bride is in their room waiting for the groom to come get them. And they're sitting there just imagining nonstop what the house is going to look like. The groom has been away for a year, built this amazing house for her and for the bride, and basically all day long you're just sitting there thinking about how spectacular it's going to be when we get there. The Matt over at Wackadoodle Samoan, if you're not subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. He just did a video which just I love the way Matt teaches because he just consolidates everything into a very easy to understand way of looking at things, and it's fantastic the way he does it. And so go watch his last video. In his video, you're going to see in a pre-tribulation rapture, you're going to see the church is no longer spoken of after a certain period of time. And the next group of people that are spoken of, that guy's got some really bright red lights. I look like I just got a sunburn over at Dr. Barry's pool that we're going to, his party. And then after that, after the church is gone, the Bible speaks about the saints. And he puts it in a very easy to understand explanation. So Wackadoodle Simone, go see his stuff. No, the bride, man, we're just sitting here thinking all day long. I'm not thinking about winning the lottery, buying a new vehicle, getting a new house, going on vacation. I'm not thinking about any of those things. I'm sitting here literally nonstop thinking about how fantastic our houses are going to be, our mansions, even if it's a room off of the mansion. I have a feeling, you know how like that phone booth thing you walk into, and as soon as you walk into it's huge? I think it's going to be like that. Like you'll open your bedroom door, and inside it'll be like enormous. So I'm inviting everybody, and we're all going to be the church, we're all going to be the bride, and we're all just going to have so much fun. We're going to get our crowns, and then after we get our crowns, we're going over to Brother Chooch's house for lobster. TOLN times, Brother Chooch. We're going over to his house for lobster, and it's not just those shrimp-sized lobsters. No, these are big lobsters, and he's going to have lobster salad, lobster gumbo, lobster soup, lobster fettuccine, baked lobster, boiled lobster, buttered lobster, garlic lobster. You're going to have every kind of lobster that you can imagine. And I envision that I'm going to forget the guy's name that did that movie. He'll be there explaining every kind of lobster. And we're going to be there, and we're going to eat. We're never going to get full. We're going to eat. We're just never going to get. We're going to try all these different types of lobsters over at Brother Chooch's house. And then while we're there, Jesus is going to stand up with his cup of wine, and we're all going to remember that passage. Every single one of us is going to remember that passage. I will not taste of the fruit of the vine until I do it with you anew in heaven. And we're all just going to like gasp. It's going to be incredible. And Jesus is going to stand up with his cup, and he's going to have a fork, and he's going to go ting, and it'll be the most crisp sound you've ever heard, and he's going to hold a toast, and he's going to welcome us into heaven, and He's going to he will be everything that you ever imagined that he will be, and then multiply that times a million. And then after we have the toast, our first drink with Jesus in heaven, that drink that we've been dreaming of and waiting for, and Jesus has been dreaming of it too and waiting for. He's been sober for over 2,000 years. I'm just kidding. He was never drunk, but you know what I'm saying. He hasn't drank any wine in 2,000 years, and so you know, Dr. Barry sneaks off. Not sneaks, but he goes off because he's got a pool party, a huge pool party. And Dr. Barry has a pool. It is so cool. You can go to this pool. You can swim as deep as you want. Hold your breath. You don't need any gear. I'm probably going to put on the little flipper thing so I can swim down there faster. Um, and underneath there's going to be all like treasure chest, and I mean there's going to be so much stuff under the pool, and you know in his pool that's just games and everything else. It's going to be so much fun. And up on the top, we're all going to be lying on like chairs, and we'll be basking in the glory of the light that is Jesus Christ. And I'm going to get such a tan because the light of Jesus Christ is going to be so awesome, and I'm going to have the most beautiful tan. And then we're over there at Dr. Barry's pool, and it's just fun. We're playing with the volleyball and everything. But then Wackadoodle Samoan, he sneaks off, and then all of a sudden Jesus stands up and says, "Okay, it's time to go to." He's gonna get mad at me for this. It's time for us to go to the Wack Shack. Now at the Wack Shack, it's really cool from what I hear. In the Wack Shack, there's every kind of chocolate and candy and everything. There's going to be Starburst there. That's only the pink flavor. Everybody loves the pink flavor on Starburst. And he's going to have chocolate of every kind. He'll have chocolate fountains, and then there'll be all these things that you can dip into the chocolate. How do you call that? Fondue. And we won't get sick, obviously. We'll never get full. You'll get to try every kind of candy and and it'll all taste amazing. Like your taste buds will be amazing compared to what they are now. They will be perfect. And then after the Wack Shack, and out there at the Wack Shack, we're going to be having all this candy. Of course, we're going to be running around like crazy because we're going to be on the sugar rush. And then Jesus is going to stand up and he's going to be like, "Try this candy because this is the best candy you've ever eaten." And then we're all going to try it. And then Jesus is going to be so much fun. We're just going to be chilling with him and hanging out. But then after that, I sneak off. My house is high tech. It has the biggest screen television you've ever seen. It's enormous, and the crystal clear picture will amaze you, and the sound is so perfect. And I get there because I want to prepare it myself as well for all my guests to show up. And you're all invited, and we're going to go there, and in front of my high-tech television in my high-tech house, we all have like these lounge chairs, sofa chairs. They vibrate. They're just so comfortable. You sit in them, and you're just like you melt into the seat, And then what we're going to do is give the remote to Jesus, and he's going to bring up the Fall of Satan. That'll be the movie, The Fall of Satan, and we're going to laugh. We're going to laugh. Jesus is going to be like, "Here's where Satan thought he was going to win." And then we're all going to be like, "No way." And then Satan's going to be like, "I thought I was going to win, but I messed up and crucified, and I just kind of set my, my destiny in stone, kind of messed myself up there." And it's going to be so fantastic, and the surround sound. And then, we're just going to watch the whole movie of the Fall of Satan, and we're all going to be just cracking up and everything. So imagine when you go down the road, do that yourself. Just imagine, use your imagination. You did it as a child. You do it all day long. thinking about if things went this way or things went that way or this had happened or that had happened. You think about those things all day long. Um, the bride, the bride is in those chambers waiting for the groom to show up, and she's in there and she's just dreaming about how amazing the addition to the father's house that the groom has made, and she's listening for every sound, every little sound. She looks out the window and she's excited and she can hardly wait. How do you know you're a bride? That's what you're doing. That's how you know. Repo Man 64, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we're almost there. I can feel it. I've got so many people in Discord. There's nearly 1,000 people in the Discord, and everybody has a wonderful story about how they can feel it, how it's so close. 2021. Pastor Sandy just had a video and on the fact that in Psalms 121, which is 2021, there is one slight difference. There's 2 marks above the ascension, and he explains that so very well. And I would suggest you go watch that. There is only one time where those 2 marks appear and turn it into a verb, and that one time is in 2021. Think about that. We're in 2021. We're at the end of 2021. It is time to go home. So go to a quiet place by yourself. Nobody needs to know. You don't need to tell anybody. And ask the Lord into your heart. And then just start dreaming about how amazing it's going to be when you get to heaven. Talk to you later.